tune for about 5 minutes about a charity that me and some friends set up back in September 2010. I know there's no phone reception in here and that you can't text and time might pass a bit more slowly, but I promise you, bear with me, I'll be really quick. So what is Mount Elimu? I hope you all know what a mountain is, but can anyone tell me what the word Elimu means? I want a translation and the language that it's in. Don't worry if you don't know, my own mother only found out what it meant on Friday. Anyone? Sorry. That's right, education's for you, then you get a free cupcake. Right, so that is our key focus, education. So we raise money to provide educational resources to people all around Africa, primarily focusing on Tanzania. So why education? So many charities out there focus on stuff like giving people food and medical supplies, and arguably you might think that that's more important. But in our opinion, giving someone an education is something that they can benefit from for life. Because with an education, you set the foundation to become more employable, you have your own skill set, you can go out, get a job, be able to provide for your family, and therefore lift yourself out of the vicious circle of poverty. And as I said, we're primarily focusing on Tanzania, because thankfully we've already got personal links in the country, and my co-head Hassan Maji, which some of you may know, he takes the money personally himself, making sure that it goes into the right hands, and therefore we can fulfill our objectives well. So in the past 18 months, what have we already achieved? We've raised over £10,000. We've funded libraries in 5 schools in Tanzania. We've opened our own e-learning centre where children can go and get tutored. Thanks for that. Where children can go and get tutored. They have access to laptops, the internet, and projectors. And we've also recently just opened our own orphanage for 22 children to accommodate them whilst they're in their education. So poverty in Africa, as disturbing as it sounds, we've all become quite immune to it. We know that it exists, we see it on the news, famine here, people starving there. But why is it that in 2012, when the world is more globalized than ever, that so many people, nearly 1 billion people, enter the 21st century unable to read, write, or even sign their own name? Why is it that there's 2.2 billion children in the world, and 1 billion of those, half of them, are out of education and in poverty? I can speak to you today as a university student because we know the value of education. We love education so much that we've decided to go beyond the boundaries of compulsory education and go to university. And what better place is there than university where you can really explore your horizons? You have a limitless amount of knowledge. We are thankful that we can be born into a country where we don't even need to question the availability of education. And if you're Arab or Asian, then your families have probably already decided your career path before you've even learned how to walk. So, let me take you on a bit of a flashback. So what is the most basic educational tool that you can think of? The first thing that they probably give you when you start school. A book, a simple book. You learn how to read and write with it. So why is it that so many children in Tanzania don't have access to them? So many of them are illiterate. Guess how many books there are in a class of 40 children? One book. One book to share between a whole class. Here in England, we have so many books that we forget to take them. We have so many books that our bookshelves are exploding with them, and we don't even open them. In fact, in some ways, books are so 2008. These days you've got iPads, laptops, Wikipedia. Did you not see the football that was called on Wikipedia Black Hat Book one day? Imagine not even knowing what Wikipedia was or Google. How would our lives even go about? Do you know what I used to really like about school? Teachers. Those teachers that you loved so much that you look forward to going to their classes. You do your homework 2 nights before instead of the night before. You'd be on first name terms, or you'd make cheeky jokes with them. My favourite teacher was Mrs. Coppin, who was my French teacher, and I was teacher's pet. I wasn't even ashamed of it. I actually really liked it, and to this day, I'm still in touch with her. This is a really special bond, because your teacher are kind of like your parents at school, and in some ways, they can teach you just as much as your parents can. So guess what the pupil-to-teacher ratio is in Tanzania? 1 teacher to 56 children, and that's if the teacher even bothers to turn up. And how about these stats? So in England, your compulsory education finishes at 16 years old, and in 2015 it will change to 18. In Tanzania, it's 11. Imagine finishing school at 11 years old, that's just after year 6. And then you have to decide to go out there and fend for your family. I'm graduating this year, and so many of my friends are 21 years old and they don't even know what they're doing next year. Imagine making those decisions at half the age. I'm not here to preach to you, to make you feel guilty, or to get you to donate, even though our cupcakes are really nice and they're only £1 each and the t-shirts are new. But all I'm going to say is, I'm a normal student just like you, and I saw a flaw in the world, and I decided, you know what, I'm not going to stand there and just watch it happen. I'm actually going to get up and do something about it. I'm not going to eliminate it. I'm not going to be the next world leader that's going to make sure everyone that goes to school, but I can at least do my best to actually make a difference. Because education isn't a luxury, it is a basic human right that everyone should be entitled to. And since we're on the topic of Prophet Muhammad, one of his nicest characteristics was that he looked out for the minorities, whatever religion, creed, colour or background that you came from. And we should all take examples of this. So what I want you to do is go home today and think of something that's going on wrong in the world and think to yourselves, you know what, I'm actually going to get up there and do something about it, because it is possible. I'm a normal student, there's nothing special about me, there's nothing special about anybody that's on my team with me. But together we can make a difference, because as Gandhi said, we should be the change that we want to see in the world. Thank you.